Startup Weekend is a non-profit. We're based in Seattle, and it's been founded in 2007. Roughly since we've been founded, we organized more than 150 events now in 125 cities. We had roughly more than 800 companies who's been created through Startup Weekend worldwide. My experience is, as funny as it looks, there is no differences between cities, like making a Startup Weekend here in Barcelona or having a Startup Weekend in San Francisco is pretty much the same. The only thing that changed is sometimes the ratio between developers and business people, but that takes time to get to the right community. And also I would say the ratio between women and men, which is most of the time, I would say 10% of women who come or 15%. And here having EIAS 2.0 to like Women 2.0 or Girls in Tech also in the United States to help us to bring to another ratio is giving a totally different vibe to the weekend. It takes more time to get the women to come to the tech community. Though I see an evolution, especially in San Francisco. Now when we make an event, we can reach to have 50, if not more % of women who come to the event. So there's a hope for the future, and it's evolving. There's more and more women involved in new technology and in startups. So it's really exciting. I mean, it's pretty close to anything that happened in Europe, meaning people get more help for the government here in Europe, Spain, France, Germany, a lot of national help. So it seems it's easier to do the first year maybe, but then things get more difficult after because there is a lack of major business angels or major investors. The big company, they don't do buyouts, they don't buy the smaller company. Instead of that, they copycat them. So I think the market is still very fragile, and what I see is, again, the quality of startups I see in Europe is the same as the United States, but because the market is smaller and because the investors are more shy maybe to invest in Europe, like stage 2 after a year or two of existence is more difficult in Europe. I would say just come to a Startup Weekend. If you cannot, just gather your friends around you and start working. If you work hard, if you work on something that you really believe in, then something will happen. You have to be passionate, and failing is good. You should fail a lot, and the more you fail, the better it is. It's like learning to drive a bike when you're a kid. So go crazy, try to create your startup on your part-time, and that would be my advice to them.